A very warm welcome everyone, it's Nick here and there's crazy music going on. Now don't get too excited because, well, this is Snakes and Ladders, yes, Snakes and Ladders, the board game, on the Commodore Amiga, posed by Courbois, or Courbois, I don't know, in 1991. It's a Snakes and Ladders game for 1 to 4 players and they might be all controlled by me. Now I've already reviewed Snakes and Ladders on the Spectrum, so why am I reviewing it again? Well, that's the randomness of this channel. Almost anything could come up. This game's controlled on the mouse. We'll put it on 3 player, I think, but I'll be controlling all of them. I don't think you can change the names of the players. This game could get old quite fast, but let's see how Snakes and Ladders plays. I think this is a commercial release rather than PD, like public domain, but it does feel pretty much like a public domain game. The best of luck to me reviewing the game and you watching it. If you have already watched the review of the Snakes and Ladders on the Spectrum, then well done you, but this is by a completely different developer. Graphics don't look that crisp. Right, now to start on this one, annoyingly, you have to throw a 6, and I've thrown a 6, have I? Yeah, right, player 2. Now look on the top right, that tells you which player we are. Now player 3. Right, so player 1 goes because he threw a 6, I think. Now what do we need? We need to get up ladders, so 6 again would be good. 1. So player 1 is the brown counter. And this board is a lot bigger than the Spectrum one, so this could take ages and there's a lot more snakes. They're the green slippery things. Man, I'm bored already. We've been reviewing it literally about 2 or so minutes. Hooray! Now I don't think you're going to be trying to track this one down on the Commodore Amiga if you own one or you're an emulator person. Let's just try and get this over with to see if there's an amazing game over sequence because, well, I don't know. Brown's winning. Now, who do you think is going to win? Place your bets. Brown, I think player 2's a pink counter and player 3's a yellow counter. It's a race to the top in amazing fashion. Do you play Snakes and Ladders a lot? On a computer or with your friends and family? Or have you got a life? Well, I don't know. It's 1 down from Monopoly and also 1 down from chess and drafts. Well, I think yellow's off and running now. All that mucking about. So it's brown versus yellow. Pink is nowhere. And we've gone up a ladder. So this might be a quick review. Now, I think once one of the counters gets to the top, it's the end of the game. And you do have to get the exact number at the end, which is tricky. Buh, 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 buh. Check out these amazing sounds. Now, be honest with me, are you blown away by this game? I think the answer is no. The answer is no. Buh, 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 buh. Do your own sound effects at home if you don't like these ones. We could have put it on 4 players, but I didn't want to make it too exciting for you. Just in case anything you watch after this be not quite as exciting ever again. Now I think Brown's going to win this quite easily unless he hits a snake. Pink hasn't even got off to the starting yet. 6? No. Come on yellow. I always go for the underdog, but a 2's not going to do anything. Brown's got to hit a few snakes to get out of this. Now, I only played Snakes and Ladders as a kid. I think a few times with must have been family there. That's before the internet, of course. So before the internet, we had to go out and meet people and stay in and play Snakes and Ladders and Monopoly and all those sort of things. There were handheld LCD games which are starting to get popular at the time. I think some of my friends at school had a Donkey Kong, I think. My sister had a pinball game which was quite good. I had something called Turbo Drive, which was a racing game. All of them were better than this, I would say. Right, we got Pink off the mark. You can see he's on square 1. It's his goal, and he's picking up the rear. So we're all flying now. Brown versus yellow versus Pink, who goes up a short ladder. Cheer for your favourite colour. Brown, yellow, and pink. What an odd selection of colours. Come on, Brown, get this over with. Oh, yellow's up, catching up quickly. Brown. Don't hit a snake, Brown. 6. Now, if you throw a 6, you get another goal. So yellow took the lead then. I was reading the board the wrong way round. You go right, then left, then right, then left, then right, then left. So it is getting exciting after all. One thing's for certain, pink is not going to win. Much bigger board. Oh, look at that. Oh, we might do. Much bigger board than the Spectrum version. No one's hit a snake yet. Long may that continue. How can Nick talk for ages on snakes and ladders? I don't know. It's some kind of verbal brain disease. Maybe I should have been a DJ on Radio 1. I'm still open for offers. I could talk for ages. Let's have a phone in. Man the lines. We got Agnes on line 2. No, we haven't actually. She's hung up. She got wind of what we were playing and hung up. Curses, Agnes. You missed out on a top conversation there. Man, I need a psychiatrist, I think. Burr, 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 burr. Really, I'm locked in a room, forced to play these games by a criminal gang. I wouldn't do it normally. I almost escaped once. That's when I said the channel. Oh dear, down the snake. That's when I said the channel was over, but they caught me and shoved me back in the room. Brown is now losing. Buh, buh. Come on, yellow, throw a 3, and then we can get out of this. Out of this game at least. 2. Right, 1 will do, and then that's game over. Now, you might have played some other Snakes and Ladders games on various other systems. Do they compare to this? Are they as bad, or as good, or better, or worse? I sound like I'm conducting a wedding here. There is a Spectrum Snakes and Ladders game someone told me about called Snakes and Hazards. So we might look at that in the distant future. But it's on the list along with a lot of games on the list. The list of ones to do thing. I'm sure I could have said that better. Like most things. Right, where are we? Brown. I'm just keep eating the dice now. Pink. Stink. Ice skate rink. Don't say... Right, yellow. If we throw a 1, it's game over. Thrown a 4. That's no good to no one. Boom. 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 Yeah. I do try and mix the games up a little bit. Like last week we had to go Alien Syndrome, which is much more advanced. Oh, we won. We had Alien Syndrome, which is much better than this one. Highway Hawks was a race of the week before. That was better than this one, although not being great. The game doesn't seem to have ended. Oh no, I should have put it on 2-player. So yellow's 1, looks like we're playing for 2nd now. Oh my god. The game's not going to do too much more than this. It's going to be very, very predictable indeed. So all we're looking forward to now is, does it have an amazing game over sequence that's like the Olympics opening ceremony, all of them combined and much better as a result, or does it just say well done, have another go, you nincompoop for playing in the first place? Snakes and ladders. What other animals could you combine? So we've got snakes and ladders. Could be like horses and step ladders. Now would that work? I don't know. What about chickens and ropes? No. There's a game there somewhere waiting to be invented. Alligators and laundry chutes. No. Something you can move about. What about camels and zip lines? Yeah, that's a good game. Still to be written. Camels and zip lines. It's the sequel to Snakes and Ladders. Someone write that. Zip lines, obviously you go down. Camels, they go up, don't they? Camels? No, that's not working. So you can see why I haven't designed many games. What? We might have to end this prematurely now. Brown's gone down to square 18. Come on, look, just do it. I very much doubt that many people are still with me. We started off with so many people. I don't know if you was there back then in the opening minutes there. We started off with lots and lots of us. Now there's probably just you and me and no one else. Some other people might have run off. Other people have been rescued. But it's just you and me here. Hooray. Excellent. You might be watching this on a rainy evening and you can't go out, and as some sort of reward you've bumped into this video. Hooray! Maybe. Do check out other Amiga reviews, there are quite a lot of them on the channel now. I review good games, bad games, mediocre games. You won't always agree with me what is a good and a bad game. My gameplay quite often to be hideously bad. Occasionally it might be quite good. In the case of Stunt Car Racer, I know how to do that one. But it's important that we see all of them, or as much as possible, because it makes us be able to accurately judge what's a good game, what's a bad game. Now sometimes you might think a game you played in the past was bad, and then you'd watch a game like this and you think, that wasn't too bad after all. It could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I mean, if you was a kid and you had this as your first Amiga game, and invited your friends round to see what the Amiga can do, they probably would stick with their 8-bit machinery. This game's always going to work better, in my opinion, on an 8-bit platform where they can get away with these sort of things. In terms of the 16-bit era, programmers really should have known better by then. Gamers were expecting a little bit more from the game in terms of sounds, graphics and overall experience. They could have at least made this 3D perhaps, that might have made it a bit more interesting. Oh no! This is going to go on forever. Never ending gameplay, da da dee da da do da da da. Rescue me someone, please rescue me. Boom. Please don't keep falling down snakes. We need a cheat to get rid of the snakes. Right, just 2 lines left, please don't go down. Right, just 3 to avoid. Don't care what's happening to the pink one now. No! Oh no, that's pink one. I got them mixed up then. Phew. Oh no, I got 2 anyway. This game's mega frustrating. I bet you're quite glad that I didn't put this on 2-player, aren't you? Because if I put it on 2-player, we would have finished this by now, and you would have been watching another video, if indeed you're still there. There won't be too many other videos of Snakes and Ladders, or there might be, I haven't checked. But whether they've got someone going gradually more insane as the time goes on, I don't know. They might have put it on 68 players as opposed to 3. Now, if you do end up playing this game as a result of this video, then please own up and reveal yourself below, because I want to know about you, because something's happened. Something's gone very, very peculiar. 24. Brown. Right, we're going to do this thing this time. I'm sure we're going to do it. Or my computer's going to blow up, or we're going to have a power failure, or maybe a guru meditation. They were always quite useful on the Commodore Amiga. Guru meditation was like a systems failure, a bit like a blue screen you'd get on a PC, where some piece of coding hadn't worked. This red box would come up and it would say Guru meditation and a big long number. Right, we're on the top row. We could be getting out of this. No! Well, that wasn't too bad. It only went down a couple of lines. Or did it go up another line? Where's brown gone? I've lost sight of where brown is. Oh, it's there. Right, okay. Pink's almost there. So brown might come last after all that early starting. No. Come on, pink. Get a 3. 2. Right, so he just needs a 1. Brown's going to come last. Brown is a snake addict. 1, please, 1. No. Oh, come on. It must be over soon. It must be. No. Oh, my God. Never choose brown. Brown is bad. 1, 1, 1, 1. Ugh. Oh, that was brown. I'm getting my counters mixed up now. I don't care. 6, that means another go. Oh, why can't I throw a 1? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You are the one and only. Oh, God. Can't take that away from me. Why didn't I throw a 1 for the pink? Yes! Oh, thank goodness for that. We've made it, folks. Well done, me and you. You and me. We've done it. We've got to the end of the review. Game over. Oh, that man can't run fast enough. Well, anyway, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That that was, well, Snakes and Ladders, wasn't it? But wasn't too great. That was Snakes and Ladders on the Commodore Amiga, published by Courbois in 1991. Thanks for watching that one as always. Somehow, if you've got any comments about this or any similar games out there or anything retro, then please put that below. Until next time, shall we have another go? No. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.